Now let's bring in Brad Howard. He's a political strategist. Good morning, Mr. Howard. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I want to start with Val Demings. She got 84% of the Democratic vote in Florida, so clearly she connected with Democratic voters in Florida. But is she going to connect with independents or potentially even take some Republican votes away from Marco Rubio when it comes to the general election?
Well, look, that's the challenge ahead of Val Demings. She's got a few months to pull together and to execute a general election strategy. Marco Rubio will be a tough opponent, but I think the election results we saw in New York 19 that you just mentioned, and we've seen that shift to Democrats across the country in special elections. So I know everybody was ready to write the Democratic obituary, but we're not dead yet. We are alive and well, and we're winning elections, and we're going to continue that momentum all the way to November. So I think the tide has turned ever since the Roe v. Wade decision. I think Val Demings, if you see her on the trail, she is a powerful candidate on the trail. And I think she's going to take the case right to Marco Rubio. And I think Florida voters are going to respond.
What would your strategy be for her in facing an incumbent and a Republican in Marco Rubio?
Yeah, so I've run campaigns in Florida before. You have to essentially run up your base in South Florida. You have to hold your own in the Panhandle, and then you have to win the independents in Central Florida. She's represented Central Florida since 2016, and so that's got to be your strategy. Florida is 5 states in one. You've got 5 different elections you got to run. It's a very large, very diverse state. Even the Hispanic population is split among 3 different main identities. And so you've got to really work hard. You've got to have a sophisticated operation. And so I think Val Demings has got to prove her case that she can stand up for Florida. She can, when she agrees with the president, she'll stand with him. But when she disagrees with the president, she'll stand up to him. And she's got to take that case to Florida voters. She's got to run up the Democratic base, win independents, and peel up some Republicans from Marco Rubio.
Well, you mentioned the base in South Florida for Democrats, but Marco Rubio is a South Floridian. He's a Cuban American. He's a Republican. He's got a certain base there, too, doesn't he?
Absolutely. I mean, he's a Cuban-American family, and he's done really well in South Florida. That has been his strength over the years and why he's been so difficult to beat. But Val Demings has a very strong rags to riches story that I think is going to resonate in South Florida. She's got to take the message to them where they're at in their communities, knock on their doors, and in the languages they speak, because the dialects between Venezuelan and between Cuban Americans and between Puerto Rican Americans are all different. And so you've really got to have a sophisticated Hispanic outreach in South Florida. And Democrats have struggled with this over the last few cycles. We've seen it, how they've underperformed in Texas. And so we've really got to take it to South Florida, knock on doors, be in the communities, be seen, be vibrant, and be part of that community. And that's how we'll win.
Now, I find Charlie Crist very interesting because he himself is a former Republican governor of Florida. He is trying to have this political renaissance and become a Democratic governor of Florida after being a Democratic representative. Does he have a better chance because he has so much name recognition and because he used to be a Republican in a very purple state?
Well, look, it's very clear that Charlie Crist went after the Joe Biden method in the primary here, and that the Joe Biden method in the primary still works. He was a well-known figure, very well established. There's going to be no surprises with Charlie Crist. Everyone in Florida knows the Crist name. He's a very likable guy. He's battle tested. He's won statewide before. He's been governor before, so he's experienced. And so I think his message going into the general is a smart one and a strong one. He's going to come in as the unifier, as the guy who can focus on getting things done, not on running for president, not on attacking high school students or forcing all these divisive issues into the public. He's going to focus on improving the lives of everyday Floridians. And I think Floridians are ready for that kind of unifying message. For the last 3.5 years, we've had nothing but divisive issues from the DeSantis administration. It's been a rough ride. The pandemic was not easy for Floridians because of the constant chaos. And so I think we're ready for the stable, unifying leadership of Charlie Crist.
That is Brad Howard. He's a Democratic political strategist. Mr. Howard, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.